travel south in the BBC movie Searching for Wrong-Eyed Jesus. So I'm thinking that Jim is going to be our guide tonight. So Jim White, y'all.
Well, I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care. If it's peace you find in dying, well then, let the time be near. If it's peace you find in dying, and if dying time is near, well, bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there, don't you know it's cold way down there, don't you know it's crazy cold way down there. 'Cause when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on. Now, troubles are many, they're as deep as a well. I can swear there ain't no heaven, but I pray there ain't no hell. Swear there ain't no heaven, and I pray there ain't no hell. But I'll never know by living, only by dying will tell. Only by dying will tell, yes. Only by dying I will tell. 'Cause when I die, when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on. Now give me my freedom for as long as I be. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me, yeah. All I ask of living is to have no chains on me, and all I ask of dying is to go naturally, yeah. I wanna go naturally, Lord, just let me go naturally. 'Cause when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on. Don't wanna go by the demons, don't wanna go by the devil, don't wanna go by Satan, don't wanna die uneasy. Just let me go naturally. 'Cause when I die, and when I'm gone, there'll be one child born in this world to carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Thank you. Can you hear the loop pedal? Okay. Some of you who know me well might be shocked to see that I'm playing a $1,000 guitar. Normally mine come from the flea market down the street for about $20. This one I saw listed on Facebook Marketplace recently for $50. It's a $1,000 guitar. And I figured, well, it's got to be gone by the time, it had been on for about an hour. At that point, I figured, well, $1,000 guitar, it's gone. But the next day, it was still on there. It was exciting. So I wrote to the guy and said, what's wrong? And he said, did you look at all the pictures? And I didn't. And in fact, the back of the guitar It had a hole in it, about the size of a woman's foot. And, I did a little investigation. Social media is a wonderful tool, and I found he had 5 guitars for sale, all of them with holes in the back the size of a woman's foot. And so I wanted confirmation on it, so when I went to pick it up from him at the Dollar General in Winterville for $30, I got it for $30. I said, "Can you tell me exactly what happened to your guitar?" And his reply was, "It fell off the guitar stand," which confirmed to me that, yes, his wife certainly had her revenge on him. So I like it. It's kind of a crippled guitar. I took the back off and put a piece of plywood on the back. So this may be the only hybrid Martin with a poorly cut thing on the back. You can hear that okay, Rob? Hey, hey, whippoorwill, I hear you whistling. Come join me walking down this lonesome lane. Hey, hey, whippoorwill, friend, where are you bound? Are you traveling alone like me, or have you just blown astray? Up high them winter birds, see how they make their way down south on the big flyways. If you blink your eyes, they're gone. It's just some of God's creatures, they get marked this way. Born to be laid low, knocked back by invisible hurricanes. Hey, hey, whippoorwill, what hardships have you known? Where lies your consolation when all of your kind have flown? Hey, hey, whippoorwill, I see your wings slung low. Old sorrows left unspoken, reap broken dreams, you know. Up high them winter birds, see how they make their way down south on the big flyways. You blink your eyes and they've flown on. It's just some of God's creatures, we get marked this way. Yes, we're born to be laid low, knocked back by invisible hurricanes. Back home in South Ohio, that's where my family stays. It's chores at the break of dawn, they break bread and speak my name. Some curse me, I've been told, can't blame them if they do. Whippoorwill, what will become of travelers like me and you? Up high them winter birds, see how they make their way down south on the big flyways. If we could rise up we might get home. It's just some of God's creatures, we get marked this way. No headway to be found in the world turned so upside down. Whippoorwill this winter morn, it speaks of an early snow. Pray do not tarry here, friend, do take wing now, go. Rise up high if you can, head south for the promised land. Though here I must remain, whippoorwill, please understand. Up high them winter birds, see how they make their way down south on the big flyways. So brother, rise and be gone. Somewhere beyond the veil, past every sorrow known, safe from the stillborn dream, we'll meet again someday on a distant shore in the world beyond. Whippoorwill, rise and be gone. Rise and be gone. Whippoorwill, rise and be gone. Thank you kindly. I'm having a little technical thing going on here. I can't hear the guitar.
It's not coming through your loop, it's just your amp.
Thank you for being on the ball. I'm going to try a couple things real quick. I guess we'll just have to roll with it.
It's working for me, but I know what you mean.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You want it in your monitor?
What, that guitar?
Yes.
Yeah, actually a little bit would be fine. It's disorienting hearing it coming from two places. I played on the David Letterman show once, and all kinds of bad stuff happened right before I was supposed to go on, panicking stuff. And so I rushed onto the stage, and he was in the wrong place. He was supposed to be right in front of me, but I heard his voice over here, and there's this guy sitting on a desk way over there, and it's like, no, you need to be right here in front of me, because I'd watched his show so much. Later, I threatened to kill the audience, and I was told I would not be invited back. And I didn't even play one of my sad songs. I played a happy song. This is one of my sad songs. Well, I was shacked up down in Mobile with a girl from New York City. She woke me up one night to tell me that we weren't alone. She said she saw the ghost of a woman staring at me. So I headed on to Florida, where I tangled with some sailors. As I lay bloody on the wharf, I cursed the ship they sailed on. Wouldn't you know, 24 hours later, that ship sank into the ocean. Disappearing like some unwanted memory beneath the waves. I guess it's 'cause still waters run deep in me, 'cause I've got this crazy way. Crazy way I'm swimming in the still waters. La 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 la, still waters. La 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 la. And I was woke up just before dawn by an old man crying in the rain. He was drunk and he was lonely, and as he passed by he sang a hymn. And as I lay there listening, well, I almost joined him in that song. But instead I just held my peace and waited till that old man moved along. Then later on that day, about a quarter mile out of town, I found his body hanging in a grove of pines, swaying in the wind. And as he swung that rope, sang another hymn to Jesus. And this time, though I don't know why, I somehow felt inclined to sing along. I guess it's 'cause still waters run deep in me, 'cause I've got this crazy way. Crazy way I'm swimming in still waters. La 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 la, still waters. La 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 la. And don't you know there's projects for the dead, and there are projects for the living. Though I must confess sometimes I get confused by that distinction. I just throw myself into the arms of that which would betray me. I guess to see how far Providence will stoop down just to save me. And it's all because still waters run deep in me, 'cause I've got this crazy way. Crazy way I'm swimming in the still waters. Sha contractually obligated to play that song every show. It was my most popular song for a long time, which, you know, there got to be a lot of depressed people out there to get like a million views or streams on a song that's that long and sad. As I get older, I'm trying to be less depressed, and I find that it's a full-time job. But this is one of my less depressed songs. It's called "Sing Blackbird." Just imagine you're on the side of a big highway and you're homeless and you're watching everyone scrambling around to go to their morning jobs. So this is the character who's singing is that person sitting on the side of the highway. God, thank you for these shattered stars and vague illuminations, for them semi-trucks and passing cars ignoring your creation. Sawgrass whipping in the wind, dreams nipping at our ears. Hints of everlasting love lie scattered, smothered, covered on the sizzling griddle of our hopes and fears. Then high above it all, the blackbird sings, well beyond the pale of frail human reckonings, songs that always were and might have been. If you prick your ears up, you will hear the gentle beckoning. Sing blackbird, sing blackbird. From my suitcase lost in Memphis to that brawl in Birmingham, I learned folly, lies, and dancing at speeds faster than you can. For if yesterday was heaven, then tomorrow could be hell. With life's axioms of opposites, how's a body ever know which pot to piss in or what soul to sell? Still high above it all, that blackbird sings, well beyond the pale of our human reckonings, them songs that always were and might have been. How we love to hear them birds so sweetly beckoning. Sing blackbird, sing blackbird. Each day we pray to heaven, let us wash our filthy hands in sacred road trip bathroom sinks across this blighted land. For if nothing lasts forever, then for nothing we must plan. As blindly we surrender to the everlasting cluster truck, sayonara and good luck, navigating freak show mazes, ducking busted compass crazies, tussling in the dust and brawl of man. Still high above it all, that blackbird sings. He's perched way up in the limbs of that tree of reckoning. I guess nature's got its way of being heard. Who knows, one day folks might say, instead of hollow human words, we should follow singing birds to heal our ever-spreading scars that ache so as we hurtle past in cars and trucks we drive too fast to places we don't want to go. I tell you what, here's what I know, right here is where I aim to stay, sitting in the tall grass, spending my day, just listening to the blackbird. I'll be listening to the blackbird. I'll be listening to the blackbird. I'll be listening to the blackbird. All right, this is not a folk song, this is a country song. It's got this chord, which is a C, that chord, which is an F, and that chord, which is the G, which qualifies it for a country song. And I got the idea for this. I live in Winterville, but I did my shopping down there in, shout out to the Winterville crowd. I did for a long time. I did my shopping down there at the Walmart, and I got to know the exotic characters therein. It's a subculture unlike any on earth. And anyway, so I wrote this song in honor of the folks there. And if you're wondering about the loop pedal, it's because I can't keep time. So that's why I don't have any other musicians with me. I have a couple of my musician friends who are like, yeah, it's a lot easier playing like that, because my time is not good. But put that thing on, man, and I can almost hit the notes. This is called The Gospel According to the Walmart Parking Lot. And it's a waltz, country waltz. So if you want a waltz. Dog days of summer, this asphalt sure gets hot. I just parked my pickup in this Walmart parking lot when I spot this old codger who appears to be lost. He got a cart full of frozen food that's about to defrost. Well, he tells me he drives a blue Chrysler LeBaron. So we hunt a while, and then finally there in between two Toyotas we locate his ride. We load in his groceries, and as he climbs inside, he rolls down the window, and before he departs, he shoots me this sly little wink and remarks. He says, son, ain't it better to be dumb and kind than smart and not? As the gospel according to the Walmart parking lot. So inside I go. I load my cart up with food. But when I get to that cashier, well, she's in a bad mood. She's talking kind of rude to this poor single mom who come up $3 short on them huggies in her arms. So I slip her a 20, and buddy, she about cries. She slaps me a high five as we head outside. Now she ain't real pretty, and she ain't real clean, which is all the more reason to be kind and not mean. As she bids me adieu, her hands form a heart. Then like that old codger, she too remarks. She says, sir, ain't it better to be dumb and kind than smart and not? That's the gospel according to the Walmart parking lot. Well, I'm about back at my truck when this real uptight white man, he shoves a tract about doomsday into my hand, and he proceeds to detail how the end times are near. And he's got pie charts and line graphs to make that point real clear. He mixes scientific terms with weird Bible jargon. He sells his crazy religion like it's one hell of a bargain. But behind his jabber, it's all words with no heart. So before I sidestep him with my grocery cart, I say, sir, this asphalt is surely as hot as your fictional fires of hell, where I'll not burn for eternity for just being me. And buddy, my pickup truck AC now is calling to me. But sir, before I go, let me just add that pride, when misguided, can sure harden a heart. And a heart made of stone, it ain't much use as a heart. So instead of slick lectures, friend, maybe just roll up your sleeve and lend a hand to some stranger who is truly in need. Sir, I do wish you well, and as one parting thought, I pray that one day you might connect the dots and see the only religion worth giving a shot is the gospel according to the Walmart parking lot. It's better to be dumb and kind than smart and not. I'm preaching to the choir here on that one. Bunch of nice, friendly, hippie people. I should sing that at the Republican convention next year. That would be good. I actually knew a guy who played at the Republican convention. Because Chuck Scarborough used to be a Republican. Did you know that? He was a Republican, and he represented my home area. And he had a rock band, and he got to open up the Republican convention with my buddy's son, who ended up playing with Colonel Bruce. Tyler Greenwell is his name. All right, let's moving on. Oh yeah, I gotta make an adjustment here. All right, I just made this loop yesterday. It's a good one. Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I? We drift along down rivers, past the towns where we were born, past broken smokestack factories, graveyards of lost loved ones. Cast our dreams on waters dark and watch them drift away. away. We turn our eyes heavenward, and we feel no need to pray. It's that day upon day, trial upon trial, wished upon, walked upon, smile, we smile each day. Gonna chase this dark away. This life is short and aren't we devils by all that we have become? The inventory of our sins has struck us deaf and dumb. The stories we once lived to tell have long since faded gray. And knowing not of heaven's grace, what piper must we pay? It's that day upon day, trial upon trial, wished upon, walked upon, smile, we smile each day. Don't chase this dark away. These fallen leaves, they might tell a tale of harder times to come. But let us not surrender to our fears and turn to run. For our dreams will rise up above this earth to mingle with the stars and return as healing summer rain, a balm to these ancient scars. It's that day upon day, trial upon trial, wished upon, walked upon, smile, we smile each day. Yeah, that smile, we smile each day. Yeah, that smile, we smile each day. Gonna chase this dark away. Darling, help me chase this dark away. I'm not much of a businessman, but I will be enough of a businessman to mention that I have a tent over here with my folk art in it. It's right in the middle of those 5 there. And I think they've got LPs and things over here, and I've got LPs. And I have copies of my book that I wrote called Incidental Contact. And I also wrote a book about the BBC movie that I made, Searching for the Wrong-Eyed Jesus. This song has nothing to do with any of that. It's just like a little commercial. My oldest daughter was had a troubled teen passage. It was rough. At a certain point, she wanted me to see this film that she thought was really great. It's called Juno, and it's a really great film, but not really good for a dad to see, because it's about a 13-year-old girl who gets pregnant, or a 14-year-old girl gets pregnant with the babysitter's the husband of the babysitter, and so it was like, oh boy. And so I tried to think of something positive in relation to the movie to talk to her, and I really liked the music by Kimya Dawson. If people know Kimya Dawson, if you don't, you should. She's got a band called Moldy Peaches, but she's probably the worst singer and guitar player to write such brilliant songs as she writes. She's just an amazing human being. And so I wanted my daughter to see that I appreciated her world, so I wrote this song in honor of Kimya Dawson. It's called Keep It Meaningful, You All, and the acronym for that is Kimya. It's done in a Kimya style. Some let the use describe the car. Some let the wound define the scar. Some choose not to be who they are. Some refuse to disappear. Some get rich, some go bust. Some believe in God we trust. Some hold dreams like golden kites flying high up in the air. Me, I don't get used to things, I let things get used to me. Just light my fuse and you will see my self-esteem's like TNT. TNT, TNT, and that's why I like me. There's some who get it, but more who don't. There's those who will and them that won't. But don't forget for a minute, we're all caught up in it. 'Cause life is a collective scheme. Some ask the cops to give them a ride home. Some lie in ditches, talking on their cell phones. Some got no idea how to be alone. Some chatter like squirrels in a tree. But the facts don't lie, here's mud in your eye. My self-esteem's like TNT. 'Cause me, I don't get used to things, I let things get used to me. Oh, me, I don't get used to things, I let things get used to me. Is it? I'm very unprofessional. I don't know if I'm supposed to stop or not.
3 minutes, one more song. One more.
How much?
One more song.
3 minutes. I'm contractually required to play this song at every show too. I have some advice for you, and the advice is going to take more than 3 minutes, but I'll get off the stage really fast. The advice is really simple, is to be kind to the little people. That's kind of the theme of the set tonight. Be kind to the little people, the gas station attendants, that person that you pass on the street who looks like they've had a rough day. Be kind, because if you do that unerringly throughout your life, sooner or later, someone will put one of your songs in a major Hollywood picture. I know this from scientific experimentation, because when I went to school at this famous film school, I was the crazy cab driver, you know, like kind of like imagine Kramer from Seinfeld going to film school. That was me. And the guy that worked downstairs in the stage, checking out the gear to the filmmakers, the wannabe filmmakers, like Francis Ford Coppola's son and Cher's daughter and all this stuff. He was just this. He was kind of like me, like one of the weirdos that couldn't really afford to be there. His name was Vince, and he's a really nice guy. And when he graduated, he created Breaking Bad. And I was always nice to Vince. And so Vince paid me back by putting this song in one of his films. And Amy Mann could not make it. I called the airport. They said her flight was delayed, so I'm going to sing her part as well. This on my record, Drill a Hole in That Substrate and Tell Me What You See. I do a duet with Amy Mann on this song called Static on the Radio. A.m. I'm awakened by a sweet summer rain, distant howling of a passing southbound coal train. Was I dreaming, or was there someone just lying here beside me in this bed? Am I hearing things, or in the next room? Did a long forgotten music box just start playing? And I know it's a sin putting words in the mouths of the dead. And I know it's a crime to weave your wishes into what they said. And I know that fools venture where them spirits tread. And I know every word, every sound bouncing around my head is just static on a radio. Static on the radio. Everything I think I know is just static on the radio. Midnight rendezvous with a pretty girl, wearing a torn and tear-stained wedding gown. Like a ghost ship, she appeared from nowhere on a lonely highway and flagged me down. I gave her a lift downtown to the Greyhound station, and the flicker of the neon lights in the mirror of her eyes as she kissed me goodbye. I saw my own reflection, and I know how the blind will sometimes lead the blind as we roll through shadowlands and troubled times. And I know forsaking love we seek the signs. And I know how the truth's forever hid behind the static on the radio. The static on the radio. Everything I think I know is just static on the radio. Now there's a church house about a stone's throw down from this place where I've been staying. It's Sunday morning and I'm sitting in my truck listening to my neighbors sing. 10 years ago I might have joined in, but don't time change those inclined to think less of what is written than what's wrote between the lines. 'Cause I know that dreams are for those who are asleep in bed. And I know it's a sin putting words in the mouth of the dead. And I know for all my ruminations I can't change a thing. Still I hope there's others out there that are listening to the static on the radio. The static on the radio. Everything I think I know is just static on the radio. Static on the radio, static on the radio, static on the radio. All right, thank you so much. I didn't get the name of the band that played before me, but how about a hand for them? They were pretty amazing. Randy Still and the High Cold Wind. And while we're at it, how about a hand for the people here, like this fella right over here,
Go get 'em ready.
Mr. Tommy Jordan, and Claire Campbell, and all the volunteers. Thank you so much. The soundmen who are doing a great job. That's him in the overalls there, if you'd like to praise him to his face. Thank you and good night.
Mr. Jim White. Yeah. I got a couple of quick announcements for y'all before